Okay. What I would be doing today is I'll be creating a new database, right? I'll call it, say, uh, my students DB, right? Then in that database, I would be creating a table called as students, right? I will also be creating another table called as address. That is what I would be doing as of now, right? So let's see how we do that. I'll say create table, sorry, create database, and I'll call it students DB, my students DB. Then I'll say use my students DB, right? Then I'll create a table students. I'll say create table students, right? Then I'll have the first field as ID, which will be an integer, and it will be a primary key, right? Why primary key? Because this ID will be unique. Then I'll have s name. Then I would say varchar of max, say 100. Then next what I would have is email, and I would say varchar of, say, 50 or maybe 100. I'll keep this 100 as well. Right, so I'm trying to create a table students, or I'll call it just student. I'm trying to create a table student inside the database my students DB. Right, this students has three fields: ID, S name. S name is short form for student name, and an email. Right, along with that, what I will also do is I'll create another table address. Right, and inside address I'll have again a field ID, which is again int, and it is again primary key. Then I'll have line 1, again it will be varchar of, say, 200 characters max. Then I'll have line 2, again varchar of 200 characters max. Then I'll have city, right, which would again be varchar of, say, 100 characters max. And I'll have another state, again varchar of 100 characters max. Right, that is what I am trying to do as of now. Right, so I can execute all these statements together. So I'll select all of them and I'll click on this. Right, so everything is green, so uh, everything executed correctly. Right, I'll press refresh here in schemas. What I got is my students DB. Inside that, if you expand the table section, you can see that there are two tables which are created. One is address and one is student. Right, now next what I'll do is I'll write, or I'll try to insert some data into student. So I'll say insert into student, then ID, comma, s name, comma, email, then values, again 1, comma, s name can be, I'll say Gandhar, and email can be a@v.com. Right, this is the same thing which we did yesterday. Right, I'm just copying this and just pasting it below this. Right, I'll have another student, ID is 2, right, name I am giving Akshay, and email is b@b.com. Then I'll paste another ones. I'll have ID 3, right, I can have Ajay, and email can be c@b.com. Right, and I'll select all of these and I'll execute. right? So if you can see, everything is green again, right? Now to view the data of the students which we have inserted, right? What do I have? I have a select query. So I'll say select star from student. Okay, I'll select this, I'll run it. Right, so if you can see, we got all the 3 rows. We can see that we got all the 3 rows. Right, now next is, right, let us try to apply some filters. By filters, what I mean is, like, let's say that if I want to select a student whose name is Akshay, right? So how can I do that? I'll say select star from student, and I'll use the where clause. I will say where s name equals to, in single quotes I will type Akshay, and I'll execute this. Right, so if you can see, I got the row, right, and I got only that row in which s name was Akshay, right. Now again I'll do a select star from student so that we always have the data right in front of us. Okay, next is, right, I'll also write here get all students, right. So this particular query select star from student, right, this is a query to get the data of all the students from this student table. So generally we use star in that case to get all the fields, right, and if we are not providing any where clause, then we would be getting all the rows which are present in that table, right. This particular query is get student with name Akshay, right. This is the second query, right. What can be the third query? Let's say get students whose name start with A. Get students whose name start with A, right. So what are we trying to do? We are trying to get all the students, right, whose name start with A, right. So from this table, right, we should get these 2 rows, Akshay and Ajay, right. Now let's see how we can write this query. So I would say select star from student where s name like, right, instead of equals to I am saying like, right, or instead of like we can simply say s name equals to, right, and in single quotes I'll give A and I'll give a percentage, right. Let's see if this works, right. I did not get anything. Then if I say where s name equals to A percentage, capital A percentage, right, again this did not work, right. So instead of equal to, if I gave s name like A percentage, right, then I got both the rows, right. So what is important in this is instead of equals to, what I have used is I have used like, right, and what I have done here is I have given a pattern. What is that pattern? The pattern is that we need to fetch all the students whose name or whose first character is A, right, and after that if anything comes, that is fine. That is what this percentage means, right. So it is a wildcard character which can accept anything in it, right. What is the condition here? Condition is that the name should start with A, right, after that it can have anything, right. In the same way, if I give whose name starts with AK, right, so if I say select star from student where s name like AK percentage, right, in this particular case if I run this, I'll get only one row in which the name, right, the name or the s name would start with AK. That is the reason we got only this row, right, which is Akshay. Is it clear? Shashwat, my voice was breaking. Oh, is it still breaking, Shashwat? Or is it fine now?
Sir, it's fine now.
Okay, okay. Right, so what is the job of where? Right, so what we call this is, we call this as a where clause. What is the job of where clause? Job of where clause is to filter the data. What does filtration means? That we have a large data, and out of that data we need to fetch some data depending upon certain condition, right? Just let's say, for example, all of you might have used this Zomato app, right? So in Zomato app we have that search field, right? And in that search field you can type in the name of the restaurant, and only those restaurants which match that name, they appear, right? What is that process? That process is a search process, or it is also called as a filtration process. So out of all the restaurants which are many in number, what we see is only those restaurants which match the name which you have provided in the search box, right? So behind that, something of this sort is happening, right, in the database, right? That was just to give you an example. Okay, now let me also, I'll copy this, right? I'll paste it here, right? I'll say 4, and I'll call, instead of Akshay I'll give Kshitij, and here I'll give d at the rate, say, a.com, right? I'll select this and I'll run it, right? So again it inserted. If we do a select star from student, we should get 4 students, right? So we got this Kshitij here, right, the 4th row, right? Now the next step is, which I want you guys to write this query, or tell me what would the query be, right? What I want is, I want all the students, right? I want to fetch all the students whose email id end with b.com. I want all the students whose email id ends with b.com, right? So it should fetch me only these 3 students, Gandhar, Akshay and Ajay. So can you tell me the query? Write down entire query. Send me the entire query, right? What is the task? The task is, where email like percentage b. Ajay, this will not work, right? Why will it not work? Is because we want b.com. So instead of percentage b, you should give percentage b.com. It's not just b. Getting it? Because this thing would expect that, it's not like b.com. Okay, let's see, right? Let's say instead of ak percentage, what I'll give is, where email like, let me try and give percentage b, right? Let's see what happens. It did not fetch me anything. Why did it not fetch me anything? Because it did not what this particular condition expects, or what this pattern expects, is that all the emails which end with B, right? So if you give percentage B percentage, this might work. Right, but ideally what you should give is percentage B dot com. Is it clear? Yes, Akshay, that is correct. Okay, excellent, excellent. Right, so we understood uh, where clause, right? We understood the difference between equals to and like, right? And we understood what is the job of this percentage. Okay, now let's say if I ask you to get students whose ID is uh, greater than 2. Get students whose ID is greater than 2. What should be the query? We want all the students whose ID is greater than 2. Can you tell me the query? Get all the students whose ID is greater than 2. Where ID like greater than 2. Okay. So that is not correct. Right? It will be select star from student where ID greater than 2. Right, now like is for pattern matching. Right, like would generally work on strings or varchar things. Right, for integers simple comparison operators would work. Right, so we got 3 and 4 means Ajay and Kshitij. Is it clear? If I give ID greater than equals to 2, it will fetch me 3 rows, 2, 3 and 4. If I say ID is say less than equals to 2, it will fetch me first 2 rows. Right, and if I say only less than 2, it will fetch me the first row. Is it clear? Yes. Okay, Akshay. Others? Okay. Okay, great. Okay. Right. Now, again, if I'll run this query, select star from student. Right, I'll get all the 4 students. Right. Now, let us say that if we want to get all the students, right, in by ascending order of their names. Right, we want all the students by ascending order of their names. तो अभी ascending order में नहीं है. Right, so what would be ascending order? First Ajay, then Akshay, then Gandhar and then Kshitij. Right, that should be the correct order. Right, so to do that, right? I'll just write the problem statement. It will be get students by ascending order of their names, right? So the query would be select star from student, order by s name ascending, right? So instead of ascending, what you write is ASC, right? Why S name? Because we need to specify ascending order कौन सी field के लिए चाहिए, S name के लिए चाहिए या email के लिए चाहिए, right? That is why I am saying S name ascending. And if I run this, right, what I would get is first Ajay, then Akshay, then Gandhar, then Kshitij. Right, and if I want them in descending order of their names, instead of ASC, I would write DESC. DESC stands for descending. Right, so I get Kshitij, then Gandhar, then Akshay, and then Ajay. Right, so this is what is order by clause. So what is the job of order by clause? The job of order by clause is to fetch the data, right, in a sorted manner, either in ascending or in descending. Is it clear? These are all lines we need to learn. Yes, Shashwat. By learning, you would say the more we practice, the more you would get your hands on. वो धीरे धीरे आना शुरू होगा. अभी कैसा सिर्फ स्टार्ट किया है, बाद में अपने आप आने लगेगा तुम्हें. लेट्स से विद इन अ वीक्स टाइम. So understood order by? What is the job of order by clause? Job of order by clause is to fetch the data either in ascending order or in descending order. It is also called as a sorting process. Right? Let's say if you have to sort by email in descending order. So we'll say order by email descending. Right? So we got D, then C, then B, and then A. Understood order by clause? Okay, great. Right, now let's say get count of all the students. Right, now to get count of all the students, what we have is this thing. I'll say select count star from student. So what I got is 4, right? Because we had only 4 rows in the student table, what we got is 4, right? Now this count, what is this count? This count is an aggregate function. So it is just a function which is provided by MySQL, right, to get count of the rows which would be returned. Right, now let's say that if I am running this query, right, so I am getting 3 rows in this, right, because we have a where clause here. Select star from student where email is like %b.com. So I got 3 rows here. So to get its count, what I can do is I can say select count star from student where email is like %b.com. So what I got is 3, right? So count can also be used with where clause. And what is the job of this count function? The job of count function is to get the total number of rows which would be returned which match this particular filter condition or which match this where clause. Is it clear?